Greetings and welcome to Tesla Taxi videos. Today is Friday the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. And I started at Hampton as usual. And my first trip was going to take me from Hampton all the way over to the shipyards. And that's not a bad trip. It's a $10 trip. Works okay. So I'm here. I'm waiting on my guy. Now this trip over to the shipyards, again, why am I showing you these videos? For one thing, I take videos all day long just for my own protection, right? So I have the videos with the Tesla, but this is also giving me inboard audio. So if I need to defend myself for any reason, I have inboard recordings. But now I have all these tapes, and it's showing you how I can use full self-driving basically all day. Here we are at the shipyard. Now, at this point, I either get pulled over to Suffolk, or fortunately, I get called. It's going to take me from real close by all the way up north into Newport News, which is good. I like going that direction. So what I'm showing you here is that for the most part, I'm using full self-drive. At this instance, it tried to park itself, waiting for the rider. I'm letting these go at 20 times because, you know, it's a 6-hour day. So in the 6-hour day, I started right around 5 o'clock in the morning, a little bit after, which is a good time to start. It makes for a better day in terms of my total income. 6 hours I worked this day, a little bit over, and I pulled in a little over $200. So not too bad. So here we are, we're riding up to Newport News up Jefferson Avenue here. And again, full self-driving is taking this there the whole way. You can tell full self-driving is operating by that blue line in the middle of the display there. That's the indicator showing you that full self-driving is actually operating the car. My hands are on the wheel for the benefit of the riders and Uber. Here I'm going to pick up a passenger, so I don't have anybody in the car, so it really doesn't matter whether I have my hands on the wheels or not. No need to fake it in this instance, and so you can see here that I am not touching the wheel or doing anything, not operating the accelerator or the brake, making sure that the directions are corresponding to what Lyft is telling me to do. Oh, excuse me, I'm driving for Uber right now. They won't let me drive for Lyft. Deactivated. So I wasn't quite sure where this guy was. Finally found him. He was on the other side of the building from where Uber said to pick him up from. And he's going all the way to Williamsburg. So we're from Yorktown to Williamsburg now. So these have been some pretty good rides. Each one has been over $10. This one's closer to $30. And we've got Grok talking here. I should probably have saved that. I like showing riders Grok. This rider was not familiar with full self-driving, though I still wanted to let him be reassured. He did express some doubts about it. Again, full self-driving is very capable to handle just about any traffic situation. And here we are at the fire station where I dropped him off. Now, unfortunately, it was a bit of a run for the next pickup. I had a couple of trips that bounced me around Williamsburg for a little bit, which was good. I need to use up some battery before I go to charge. And because I started out early, I'm going to be able to get my battery down to about under 30%, which makes it charge faster. I'm going to end up charging up here in Williamsburg, which is a little bit more expensive than what I like, but it was still before the 9 o'clock price increase. So I got the cheaper kilowatts up in Williamsburg. Another rider down. I will sometimes disengage and use manual driving to get out of parking lots, and sometimes in tight spots like that right there, backed up in the right spot. So that's what we're doing here. We're on our way to Fort Eustis, I believe. I don't know why I got my hand on the wheel. All right, so this is Williamsburg. I'm charging. I'm not on the way to Fort Eustis yet. So I played a little video game, charged. So I put in a direction filter for, oh, actually, no, I didn't. I just turned on the app and it gave me this trip over at Fort Eustis. I remember what happened on last Friday. It's now Tuesday when I'm doing this recording. Fort Eustis is the Army base, and I can't go onto the Army base, so I have to sit here at the visiting center. And the folks are on the base need to walk out to me. And this sometimes takes a little while. So we had some communications. I knew they were coming, so I was willing to sit and wait. It goes a little bit over the 5-minute wait time, but I knew they were coming. So I'm taking these folks down and back into Newport News. I'm gonna go to Starbucks. 2 soldiers. So after I dropped those folks off there at the Starbucks, I realized that I was right around the corner from Trader Joe's. And I needed some olive oil and some other things. And I left the recorder going. So this is part of my 6-hour day. I'm working so hard. Yeah, this is what it looks like in Trader Joe's parking lot for a while. What was really great about this is I got my olive oil and some other stuff, came back to the car, and I turned on the app, and there was somebody at the TJ Maxx just right around. I left the shopping mall, but I didn't need to. I had to come back and right around the corner, right there, right. You're looking at Trader Joe's down the mall there. I had a rider that was going all the way down towards where I live in Newport News, or towards where I live in Hampton, but that end of Newport News. Nice long ride, $17 ride. So, okay, here we go. And we're going to ride down Jefferson Avenue, have a nice little conversation. I used Grok to help him find his peonies for his wife. She likes blush pink peonies. And that's one of the reasons he was up at Trader Joe's. He was looking for flowers. So at some point along this ride here, I actually hit Grok up and asked Grok where to find peonies. And here it is. This is where we're doing it. And Grok comes up and tells him, gives him a store. He calls him up. I didn't actually find out whether they had the peonies because by the time I let him off here, he was still on hold as the guy was going into the back to find his peonies. And I thought that was kind of cool, though. His wife wanted to get his wife blush pink peonies for Valentine's Day because it was her favorite flower. We always appreciate romantic efforts like that, do the best we can to help. So I'm going to be driving around here for a while. Newport News, Hampton. And then I get a call, a trip to take somebody from Newport News back into Norfolk. Now, I haven't been to Norfolk yet today, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. And I'm like, do I really want to go to Norfolk at 10:30 in the morning? But I figured it was a good trip. Might as well take it. And I did. It's going to be one of these ones coming up again. It's going to put me onto the other side of the river and the Hampton Bridge Tunnel, which I don't usually want to do at that point in the day, but I figured it was still early enough I'd be able to make it back. And so I took the trip. Now, that was a trip that I actually canceled because they never showed up. They actually messaged me and told me that they were at the other end of the apartment complex, but I was at the spot. I was at the pickup spot. And I'm not going to go chasing folks that I'm not sure what their story is. And so that was when I just let the car time out, and I got a $4 no-show for it. I'm sorry. I'm going to the pickup spot. If you don't know where to can't put the pickup spot where you actually are, then you need to walk to the pickup spot. Because I'm not driving. Because when I leave the pickup spot, then Uber starts messing with my timing and stuff. I can lose wait time by leaving the pickup spot. And I think there are riders that actually know that'll pull you away from the pickup spot so that they can take longer to get into the car. And I don't like to be manipulated like that. So I don't play those games. So here we are. We're going back to Norfolk. Now, the ride wasn't too terrible. Again, it's right around 11 o'clock in the morning at this point. But this Hampton Bridge tunnel can be a real bear, and it's easy to get stuck in it for a half hour, 45 minutes, just sitting. But that wasn't the case this time. I've already turned off the app requests, so when I drop this gentleman off, I'm going to go to the airport. We're having a conversation with Grok there. Yeah, I ended up taking control there because there was a stalled car, and Grok just wasn't picking up. The car wasn't picking up on it, so I drove around that stalled vehicle. So here we are in the airport waiting lot. Play little video games. This is Stardew Valley. That's how I kill my time in the airport lot. So this is the full day. Now, like I said, I worked a little bit over 6 hours, but that's part of the work. So I have to say, it's not like I'm killing myself doing this. So here's an airport pickup. Again, I wait at the airport using trip radar to make sure that the trip I take is going back across the Hampton Bridge Tunnel. So that's a little dodge I do to get around that Norview traffic jam, Norview Military Highway traffic jam. And then we're back on the highway. And we have a decent run for the most part. There's a couple of slowdowns we hit. But in fact, actually, I think I do have to do the jog here. No, we made it through. So that was a quick back and forth through the Hampton Bridge Tunnel. We like it when it works like that. Traffic jams are not my favorite thing to experience. They're even worse than red lights. This gentleman was coming back from a 6-month trip to Greece. What a lucky guy. We let him off, and then that's about it for me for the end of the day. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, full self-driving all day long. Like and subscribe if you would, please. Help me grow the channel. I want to go into the Peninsula Town Center and catch a little extra charge for my morning pickup.